Folks, I knew it was going to happen. I knew that they were going to do this when I went to work. It always happens when I'm working. They have started to launch U.S. strikes on Iranian-linked, militia targets. They're doing it right now, folks. I think it was like 10 hours ago it happened, maybe a little bit more. I didn't see anything on the news when I was at home, of course. I wasn't really watching. I should have been. Sorry if I didn't catch it in time, guys. I just got off work. I just walked in the door. I had to get on here. I got word on it on my cell phone, and I was like, man, I knew they were going to do this. They seem to always do it when I'm at work, okay? But, as I work on Friday and Saturdays, okay? And, I was wishing they would do it during the week when I'm not working so I could go live right as soon as it happens, okay? But I'm tired right now. I'm pooped from the work, so you can tell my eyes a little red. Just what a rough day. It's been a lot of work today I had to do. Folks, this is it. This is what's going to start, I believe, the beginning of a prophecy that was written in the Bible a long time ago, thousands of years ago, that prophecy against Israel. That the Great Northern War will begin probably because of this. Okay, folks? Let me just show you this news real quick. All right? Check this out, folks. You got to see this. And it is happening right now, right before our very eyes. Okay, here we go.
Its retaliatory strikes in the Middle East after the U.S. has begun its retaliatory strikes in the Middle East after 3 U.S. service members were killed and dozens of others injured in a drone attack earlier this week. We're going to get straight to CNN's Oren Lieberman. He is over at the Pentagon. Oren, what do we know about these strikes and where and when they are taking place?
Abby, as we understand it, these strikes are now taking place, according to 2 U.S. officials, in both Iraq and Syria. 5 days after a drone strike killed 3 U.S. service members in Jordan, the first time we have seen a loss of life as a result of enemy attacks since the beginning of the Gaza war. President Joe Biden, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin had both promised a powerful U.S. response, one that might not be measured in hours, but perhaps in days. And again, according to 2 U.S. officials, we are now seeing that response begin in both Iraq and Syria. It is worth pointing out that the U.S. has certainly carried out strikes in Iraq and Syria over the course of the past couple months, but this is the first time we're seeing them do them both simultaneously, striking targets in Iraq and Syria. The U.S. has made it clear, that coming from the defense secretary and the president, that they ultimately hold Iran responsible for the drone attack that killed 3 U.S. service members and wounded scores more. Iran arms, supplies, trains, and provides weaponry to the Iranian-backed militias that the U.S. accuses of carrying out the strikes. So likely, as we learn more about the targeting, we will learn more about how the U.S. went after these Iranian-backed militias and trying to send a message not only to the militias themselves that the attacks have to stop, but also to Iran to stop arming and training these militias here. So we do certainly expect more information on the strikes as the evening here goes on. But important to note at this point that 2 U.S. officials tell us, again, that U.S. has begun striking Iraq and Syria. Now, it's worth noting also, Abby, that this might not be a one-day operation. We might expect this to continue. U.S. officials have said the response would be multi-tiered or multi-phased. So that means it could go after not only, for example, facilities, but also leadership, high-value targets across Iraq and Syria, and a number of other targets, very much expecting a more powerful series of strikes and actions than we've seen over the course of the past few months in Iraq and Syria. Abby.
Yeah, and this is a very significant development after months of attacks, more than 160 directed at U.S. assets in the region. Oren, how do these strikes?
Okay, folks, you've seen it right there, right now, that it just happened, and like I said, folks, I'm not going to go live right now. I'm tired. I don't feel like being up. I'm going to go to bed. It's late, and I'm tired. I'm not going to go live and do a whole show on this, okay? I got to work tomorrow, too, so I got to go in early. I was asked, to go in a little bit early today, and I did. But going in, I have to go in early again tomorrow, and like I said, I'm going to just take a good look at it real quick and see if there's any extra breaking. Maybe I'll upload another video if I got time. And I'm going to have to really look and see if anything really major. This is major, but they're not striking inside Iran, folks, okay? They're not. They're right on the outside of it. But I think Iran said in their warning that if we strike even out any area that has anything that's to do with Iranian properties or anything, that they are going to retaliate in some way or another. And I think it's going to be all directed at Israel. Okay? Folks, I had told you enough that this is going to happen. I knew it was going to happen probably on Friday when I went to work. Go figures. I wanted to cover it live as soon as it breaks. But hey, no big deal. I'm uploading a quick video about this, okay? I'm going to keep this video short and sweet. What is it, 5 minutes now? Just like I said, folks, it's not fake news. I'm not putting out fake news, just so you know. I played that video to prove it. They give you a little insight on it. Israel is just a little sliver on the map. They're real small. I think it's, part of New York City. They could fit inside New York City, okay? In that area. I'm sorry, they could fit inside New York. They're small. You got 150,000 rockets pointed at Israel right now. It's a great ring of fire. It's a northern front war. Iran, Syria, Turkey, Russia, China, they're all on one side, I believe. And guess what, folks? We just kicked the hornet's nest tonight by launching strikes. Iran had it coming, folks. Look what they've been doing. They killed our 3 U.S. soldiers got killed in the process of all this. Hey, they got themselves into a hot mess with us now. Now we're going to finish it. Right in your face, Iran, okay? That's what you get, And they're behind all these strikes on Israel, October 7th, okay? So, there you go, folks. They had it coming. And I think what's going to happen next, and this is just an opinion, I'm not saying it's going to really happen, just my thoughts on it, that somehow somehow a missile's going to end up hitting inside of Iran by accident. And Iran's going to say, we attacked them. And they're going to strike at our ships maybe, or strike something. And we're going to have a full-on excuse extra to go inside and hit inside Iranian targets. That's just that could be one happening scenario that can happen. Another scenario is, that Iran retaliates against Israel and U.S. targets around that area. And we go in and we decide to hit Iran where it hurts, right inside Iran. And another scenario is Israel's been itching to strike Iran's nuclear facilities. That may happen now, folks. If that happens, guess what? That's all it's going to take for Iran, Turkey, Syria, all them to strike Israel. All at one time with 150,000 missiles aimed at them, plus they will do this. This will be Isaiah 17 and Ezekiel 38. Folks, the rapture is getting ready to happen. Are you ready, folks? It's getting ready to happen. Okay? You know why it's getting ready to happen? Because the Antichrist is going to come out, folks. Okay? And he's going to launch his campaign, A Quest for Peace. Right away, right after the rapture. I believe not even 24 hours. He will spare no time. And Satan will spare no time. Now that we're gone and out of the way. The Holy Restrainer is gone. He's not going to spare a second at the time. He's going to hurry up and activate him and say, get out there and show what you got to the world. The world's all going to fall for this man, folks. And guess what? They're going to be like, my goodness, man, I love this guy. They're going to marvel over him. He's going to impress the whole world what he can do. He's going to stop all the wars quickly. Less than 24 hours he could do it. I believe he will. Because he'll have the supernatural powers from the devil in him. Okay? Guess what? That happens. We're long gone, folks. We're in heaven. We'll have front row seats up there to watch it all, of course. I'm sure we can. Maybe. Maybe you might be able to come down here and see it. But guess what? That's going to happen right away. He's not going to spare no time. And, rapture, Antichrist stops the war, stops this whole thing, because Israel, Iron Dome is going to give in quickly to everybody attacking her. That old Iron Dome can only handle so much. 150,000 rockets? I don't think so. And God, I think half of those missiles could destroy all of Israel. And 2/3 only gets destroyed according to the Bible. God's going to step in supernaturally. He's going to send the Antichrist. That's how he's going to do it, I believe. But that means he has to take the church out of the way before that happens. We're close, folks. Do you want to be raptured? Do you want to be saved? Ask Jesus into your heart, folks. I'm serious. Right now. This thing just notched up a big notch as of today. We're this much now closer to the rapture. This is the prelude that's going to start the attack on Israel full on, folks. This is it. This will start it. I believe this will lead to the Ezekiel prophecies, Isaiah 17, and the attack on Israel, which will finally get us out of here up in the rapture. And the Antichrist will be on the world scene really quickly. The environment is perfect for him, folks. So let's be ready, folks. Give your life to Jesus today. Do not hesitate one more second from now. Folks, it only takes a second to subscribe to my channel, folks. It's free to do. And most of all, hit like. It helps bring our videos out. It helps reach the people out quicker by bringing the video up in YouTube algorithm. Therefore, the video comes up, and you're doing your part by saving a soul. One thumbs up for one soul saved, one subscriber for one soul being saved. The more that helps this channel grow, folks, it'll help get the truth out to more ears that are unsaved. We don't want to see anybody perish, folks. Alright, guys. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I'm sorry, but this is not going to be a long video. I'll see y'all guys later. Have a good night. Keep your eyes to the sky, folks. He's coming. Talk to you later.